Sundays that you Canadians with roots in Pakistan and features community information and entertainment.
There is a media table.
दिल अपना पाकिस्तान के साथ आज के TCF के फंड रेजिंग गाला पे हैं और यहाँ पे एनुअल फंड रेजिंग गाला है। लोग जो एजुकेशन के लिए काम करना चाहते हैं पाकिस्तान में, ये बहुत सबसे अच्छी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो जिसने एजुकेशन के मैदान में पाकिस्तान में लावारिस गरीब और यतीम बच्चों को बहुत ज़्यादा इन्होंने हेल्प की है। और वैंकूवर की कम्युनिटी हमेशा ऑलवेज इन्होंने बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लिया इस फंड रेजिंग में। और ये फंड रेजिंग का मकसद यही है कि हम अपनी कौम को एजुकेट करें और एजुकेट उन्हें आने वाले वक्त में वो दुनिया के साथ मुकाबला कर सकें। और दुनिया के साथ मुकाबला करने के लिए सबसे अच्छी जो वो चीज़ है वो एक अच्छी एजुकेशन है। तो एजुकेशन जब ना होगी इस मुल्क में, पाकिस्तान में ख़ास तौर पे, तो हमारे लिए बड़ी मुश्किलात हैं। इवन इंसान अपनी ज़िंदगी भी सेव नहीं कर सकता। तो TCF फंड रेजिंग वाला के साथ इंतखाब अहमद देखते रहिए दिल अपना पाकिस्तान, वैंकूवर की जान, दिल अपना पाकिस्तान।
Each one of these success stories actually is done it for the rest of India.
You have to believe in education being the answer to a brighter, happier, more prosperous Pakistan. One educated person can change the world.
Someone Naz's father used to work as a security guard at a TCF school in Faisalabad. She completed her metric exams, and with high ambitions and grades to match, she was accepted and passed university in Faisalabad for an undergraduate degree in computer science.
Welcome to IBA. So, आपको मालूम है IBA is one of the best business schools in Karachi and in Pakistan.
After graduating from TCF, Nadeem Hussain was successful in getting 100% scholarship at the prestigious Institute of Business Administration in Karachi. Nadeem graduated in 2014 and currently works as a research assistant with the World Bank in Pakistan. He initiated the Alumni Development Program to prepare TCF graduates for admission into the country's best universities.
I think education has empowered me to think of different solutions, not only to change your life, your family's life, your community's life, but life of your nation in general.
Nadeem and Sulu are just two of the thousands of success stories we have at TCF.
UDC डिज़ाइन नक्शों के लिए वैंकूवर लोअर मेनलैंड में जहाँ भी आपको ज़रूरत हो आप अपने नक्शे UDC डिज़ाइन से बनवाइए। ये आपके मकान को 4 चांद लगा देंगे।
नंबर है 7788588794।
वैंकूवर की जान दिल अपना पाकिस्तान।
Sundays at 3:30 p.m., Dil Apna Pakistan brings you Canadians with roots in Pakistan and features community information and entertainment.
All your tax and accounting services, call Zahid Chaudhary at Unit 202-7750-128 Street, 604-779-4989. Zahid Chaudhary for your tax and accounting services.
वैंकूवर की जान दिल अपना पाकिस्तान। Thank you.
I am honored to welcome you all to TCF Vancouver's 6th annual fundraising gala. We're all gathered here to support a very noble cause of educating millions of underprivileged children of Pakistan. Let's start this evening in the name of Allah and hear Farwa Arsalan recite some verses from the Holy Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Farwa Arsalan and I am in Iqra Islamic School. Today I will be reciting Surah Iqra from Juz 30 from Ayah 1 to 12. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ has created man from a piece of cloth. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who was taught the writing by the pen, has taught man which he knew not. Nay, verily, man does transgress all bounds, because he considers himself self-sufficient. Surely, unto your Lord is the return. Have you seen him who prevents a slave when he prays? Tell me, if he is on the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or enjoins piety.
That we have our General Council of Pakistan amongst us. I would like to invite Dr. Muhammad Tariq to come and say a few words.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Certainly I am not the best choice to open this whole ceremony, but I would like to say thank you to all of you, and also I would like to congratulate the Citizen Foundation Canada, who has been doing extremely great job in raising funds for the community. Pakistani community has also been is a very dynamic community and has also been instrumental in contributing to the empowerment of people in Pakistan. Certainly, I don't know much about the TCF over here. You are going to have a presentation about what the Citizen Foundation has been doing in Pakistan for the empowerment of women. But what I can guess is in accordance with the teaching of the Holy Quran, Iqra, read. And TCF has been doing a great job in empowering students. They have opened thousands of schools, and some of the schools which I have seen is probably of the highest standard and set a highest bar for the not only for the government sector but for the private sector. So my message to you would be, please donate generously. कतरा कतरा दरिया, आप जितना भी आप कंट्रीब्यूट करेंगे, मेरे ख्याल में आप लोगों की हिस्से का जो उसमें जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो दरिया बनता जाएगा। आप सब लोगों की तशरीफ़ आवरी का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, और एक दफ़ा फिर मैं आपसे कहूँगा कि जी आप प्लीज़ कंट्रीब्यूट करें, और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सिटीजन फाउंडेशन कनाडा का, जो कि हमेशा से बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हो। ख़ासतौर पे जो यहाँ के कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं उस्मान और उनकी टीम हमेशा से कई सालों से मैं देख रहा हूँ बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। वेल डन TCF, बहुत शुक्रिया।
Thank you, Mr. Tariq, for those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue with our program, let's remember the people of Kashmir who have been suffering immense human rights violations over the last few months. Let's pray that justice prevails in that region, and may there be light at the end of this long, dark night for Kashmir. Please join me in a silent prayer for our Kashmiri brothers and sisters.
My name is Muqaddar Ziaur, Madiha Javed,
Muhammad Amir Afredi, Sabiullah,
मेरे वालिद साहब एक लेबर हैं।
वालिद साहब ड्राइविंग करते हैं।
मैं पहले पुलिस में था, अभी कोई काम नहीं करते, गाड़ी चलाते हैं। मेरे अब्बू पुलिस में हैं।
वॉचमैन।
My favorite subject is English, science,
हमारा फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट है मैथ,
उर्दू। तो वो बहुत आसान है। मेरा फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट इंग्लिश और साइंस।
पिया को मना मानत नाही रे पिया को मना मानत नाही रे पिया को मना मानत नाही रे बिनती करते मैं तो हार गई रे बिनती करते मैं तो हार गई रे पिया को मनानत नाही रे बिनती करूं पैया परूं बिनती करूं पैया परूं जाऊं तो वारी 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 बिनती करते मैं तो हार गई रे पिया को मनानत नाही रे नो dim dum dana da dim dana da dim dum dana da dim dana dim dum dana dim dum dana da dim dana udani da dani dana dir dana na udani da dani dana dir dana na dana da diana da dim dum dana da dim dana dim dum dana da dim dana dim dum dana dana dim dana da dim dana na dana dim dana da dim dana dana da diana diana dana na dana dim dana da dim dana na dana da diana diana dana na da dim dana na dana da diana dana 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 dim dum dana da dim dana na dim dum dana dim dum dana da dim dana dim sare ga ma ga re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da ni da ni da sa ni da ni sa ni ga re sa ni re sa ni da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa ni re sa dim dum dana da dim dum dana dim dum dana dim dum da na
We have a magic show organized for children. I request all the children to be going into the child minding area. It's right by that door with the washroom signs.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Harizak Masoom. I am a board member of TCF Canada and the chair of TCF Canada's Governance Committee. I want to take just 90 seconds of your time right now just to give you a little bit of a sense of the amazing TCF community that you're a part of all across Canada. Since 2017, TCF Canada supporters have contributed a combined $6 million towards the operations of 98 schools in Pakistan. Now, I should mention our friends south of the border as well. TCF USA is a very strong community. Just last weekend, Chicago had a gala dinner and they raised $650,000 US for TCF Canada in one evening. Our friends in Seattle as well, just south of the border, had a gala dinner in late September, where they raised over $1 million for TCF in one evening. So this is an amazing community that you're all a part of. Now, Toronto has a gala dinner that's coming up tomorrow, where over 800 attendees are expected. Fort McMurray has a dinner coming up on November 30th, and Saskatoon December 14th. So I would implore you, if you have any friends or relatives in any of those cities, to encourage them to attend the events and learn more about TCF. Our Canadian board is always happy to speak to any of you about the specifics of our operations and our governance standards. I'm going to be here all evening, so happy to answer any questions that any of you have about our governance standards. Now I'll turn it over to Usman.
Thank you, Edward. So, 25 years ago, 4 friends sat in a room in Karachi and they were discussing the problems facing Pakistan. So they asked themselves the question whether they're part of the problem or part of the solution. Now, when they thought about it, they said that maybe the core issue that is facing Pakistan is lack of education and lack of literacy. Let's resolve that. So they started working on that. They founded Citizens Foundation in 1995. So it's been there for like 25 years. Vancouver chapter is, alhamdulillah, part of that story for the past 6 years. And it is only because of your generosity, only because of you. You guys donate every year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Usman and Haider. I would like to now invite tonight's keynote speaker, Zia Abbas, to the stage. Mr. Abbas is an executive vice president of TCF. In this role, his team is responsible for moving TCF towards being a more sustainable enterprise. With over 17 years of retail and financial experience, Mr. Abbas has served executive management roles as numerous banks and financial institutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Zia Abbas.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and thank you so much for taking out the time to be here today. It is a thrill and a privilege to be in this room today, especially because I've seen the Vancouver chapter really, emerge as a vibrant community over the last few years, and I want to congratulate all of you, and especially the volunteers who've put in those days and nights into making this happen. So this is a unique Pakistani movement because people like me who are part of the staff of TCF, and our job is to go around and ask for help for these children. Around the world there are only maybe 10 or 12 of us. So imagine this entire movement, this entire network of schools operating purely through the sweat and labor and passion and love of volunteers like the ones you've seen around this room today. So please give them all a massive round of applause. This is what it means to really think beyond yourself and love someone else. So I saw this poster for this event on the internet, and it said breaking the mold. And I thought it would be an interesting thing not to do the usual introduction to TCF and instead just focus on how TCF has actually broken the mold. And so I'll just share with you in the next 10-15 minutes 5 ways in which personally I think TCF has broken the mold. Before I do that, just a very quick introduction. My name is Zia Abbas, and I work at the TCF head office in Karachi. But my association with TCF as an employee has been for all of 5 years. So when I speak, don't think of this as an immodest sort of pitch. I am as much an admirer of this movement, of this organization as you are. I used to be a banker for 17 years, and I one day decided, this was more worthwhile than sending credit cards to people. So what I'm saying here is not the official thing, but almost like a supporter looking at the organization and thinking what a remarkable thing they have achieved. And really, you heard Usman talk about those founders sitting in a room, and we've all sat in rooms and talked about the problem. So the fundamental breaking the mold happens first when you say, I am going to be part of the solution. And I'm going to try a technological feat here by trying to change the slides from here. Let's see if it works. Maybe it's working, maybe somebody's moving the slides, but it's... So the first sort of token of breaking the norm, and you know, we are a nation, Pakistan is known for following a kind of herd mentality sometimes. We send our kids to school if a school becomes popular. If a certain kind of film starts getting popular, everyone starts making the same film. If destination weddings are the thing now, that everybody's going to do a destination wedding. So this is really, you know, an atypical thing for us to do. The first thing was to actually say we're going to do something about the problem. But lots of organizations come and start a clinic. Lots of individuals start a school. For the founders to have come together and said, you know, we're not going to just start a school, we're going to build a 1,000 school.
UDC डिज़ाइन आपको अपने घर की नक्शों के लिए वैंकूवर लोअर मेनलैंड में जहाँ भी आपको ज़रूरत हो, आप अपने नक्शे UDC डिज़ाइन से बनवाइए. ये आपके मकान को 4 चांद लगा देंगे.
नंबर है 7788588794.
All your tax and accounting services, call Zahid Chaudhary at Unit 202 7750128 Street 604 779 4989. Zahid Chaudhary for your tax and accounting services.